think we may be live.
Are we live?
I'm not sure. That's the thing about these streams. It's hard to tell when you're actually live because there's latency issues. You know, we have to send things to one software, and that has to send it over to Twitch, and then EF has to pick it up from Twitch, and I don't know, but I think we're good to go.
Okay.
I'm getting a note that we're live. So, good morning from usually sunny, but not quite right now, Orlando, Florida,
Woo-hoo.
where the most exciting thing to happen today is that the cat did not poop on the hallway carpet.
That's a great day.
That's always a great way to start a day. And so we're going to start our day, even though over in Germany it's almost dinner time.
Right?
Schnitzel.
Yes.
Mit Käsespitzel. Und Rotkohl. Now I'm hungry.
Well.
Now I'm hungry. So, anyway, good morning. I think it's time we actually start our show proper. And I have a costume. Ladies and gentlemen, have a seat and settle in. I welcome you to this auspicious event. My name is Philip Eamon. They call me Ringmaster Phil. I've gathered living wonders under one enormous tent. More than you would dare to dream. You will laugh, you will scream. You're at the circus. You're at the circus. That's our band, led by James King. Don't they sound great? We also sing here at the circus. Here at the circus. The circus is live. The circus is long. The circus is whatever you've been fondly dreaming of. We are the circus. We are the circus. The traveling circus. We are Ringmaster Philip Eamon. And this is my dazzling, wondrous, unbelievable traveling circus. And the crowd goes wild, wild, screaming. We'll set up proper scene, tightrope and trampoline, trapeze and teeter boards and 30-foot swings. Why look, that car is tiny. What do you think might emerge, huh? They'll cut their capers in all three of our rings. When your heart begins to float and gets caught up in your throat, you're at the circus. You're at the circus. You'll forget to catch your breath when we're all defying death, 'cause that's the circus. Yeah, that's the circus. The circus is live. The circus is long. The circus is that joyful heart beating deep in all of us. We are the circus. The traveling circus. We are Ringmaster Philip Eamon's dazzling, wondrous, unbelievable traveling circus. Well, as I said, good morning if you're in the U.S. Good afternoon if you're in Europe. Good evening if you're over in Asia somewhere. If you're in Fiji, I don't know what time it is over there. Australia, what time of day is it over there?
Probably bedtime.
Probably asleep. I don't know. Or very, very late at night. But hi, my name is Cosmik.
I'm Rhubarb.
And we're thrilled to be able to bring you another live stream today. We're also really disappointed that we're having to do this as a live stream and that we can't be there in person.
Right.
We really, really miss performing with everybody.
Yes. One time is not enough.
Yeah.
We need multiple years.
So we're going to work that. And, oh, look, the handymen are here, and I already told the landlord we were going to be streaming, so I can't answer the door. Unless make that part of the show.
Yeah, I'll answer the door.
Okay, I'm going to cover while Rhubarb goes to answer the door to let the guy with the chewing tobacco in his hand there, know that we are, in fact, doing a live stream and that we can't let them in to look at the window in the kitchen.
Hello!
Lapin Services, we received a call that there may be a slight issue with the septic system here.
The septic system?
Not from us. That would have been from the ladies in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Murray owns the property?
He owns, yes, the whole thing.
Everything. Okay.
Yep.
All right. We'll be snooping around just for a few minutes.
All right. We're live streaming, so say hello to Europe.
Where can I see this?
On EF Online. I don't know. I don't know the URL. I'm terrible. There's a guy here to look at the septic system, and I can't tell him how to watch a bunch of furries singing online.
Right?
Thanks.
All right. Thanks.
Anyway, I was worried that we were going to run a little short today, and I said, well, maybe we'll just get chatty and we'll fill our time. But as I was saying, we'd love to do this sort of thing live. And
Yes.
Rhubarb and I have been doing this for 10 years or so now. In fact, we just had my 10th anniversary in the fandom was the beginning of this month. Rhubarb's has been a little bit longer than that. But this all sort of came about because I just wondered if I could talk to the animals. I mean, just imagine it. Chatting with a chimp and chimpanzee. Imagine talking to a tiger, chatting with a cheetah, which I do often.
Mm-hmm.
What a neat achievement it would be if we could talk to the animals, learn their languages, maybe take an animal degree. I'd study elephant and eagle, buffalo and beagle, alligator, guinea pig, and flea. I would converse in polar bear and python, and I would curse in fluent kangaroo. But I won't right now because this is not rated R. Right. If people ask me, can you speak rhinoceros? Well, I'd say, of course. Can't you? If I conferred with our furry friends, man to animal, think of the amazing repartee. If I could walk with the animals, talk with the animals, grunt and squeak and squawk with the animals, and they could talk to me. It'd be kind of like Zootopia, wouldn't it? Yes, they don't seem to have a language barrier in Zootopia.
This is where I'm supposed to jump in with witty repartee, and I just had nothing.
Nothing. We are not witty at 10 a.m. Orlando time.
No, and he's had all the actual improv training.
Someday we'll have both.
Yes.
But if I consulted with quadrupeds, think what fun we'd have asking over crocodiles for tea. Or maybe lunch with 2 or 3 lions, walruses and sea lions. What a lovely place the world would be. If I spoke slang to orangutan, the advantages why any fool on earth could plainly see. Disgusting Eastern art and dramas with intellectual llamas, that's a big step forward, you'll agree. I'd learn to speak in antelope and turtle. My Pekingese would be extremely good. If I were asked to sing in hippopotamus, I'd say, why notamus? And I would, if I could parlay with pachyderms. It's a fairy tale worthy of Hans Andersen or Grimm. A man who walks with the animals, talks with the animals, grunts and squeaks and squawks with the animals, and they could talk to him. One of my favorite panels when we were at Eurofurence, there was a polyglots corner.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was really cool. That sort of spurred my interest in getting into language learning. I had been working on my German because I took some German in high school and I wanted to brush it up. And in fact, I just had my 7th anniversary on Duolingo a couple of weeks ago. And I realized I probably started that either before or right about the time we found out we were going to go to Eurofurence.
That's right.
And it took me until we went to Vervester a couple of years ago to actually have a conversation fully in German with a non-English speaker and to understand what he was saying and for him to understand me.
Do you remember what the conversation was?
No, it was probably like a bunch of 3-year-olds sitting around going, look, car, or something like that.
Okay. I thought maybe it was like, do you have extra butter pats for my croissant or something?
No. I did not have to use that time-honored phrase, help, the horse is eating the holy potato. I don't know why Duolingo teaches you that, but they do. I'd study every creature's language so I could speak to all of them on sight. If friends said, can he talk in crab or maybe pelican? You'd say, like hell he can, and you'd be right. And if you just stop and think of it, there ain't no doubt of it, I'm gonna win a place in history. When I can walk with the animals, talk with the animals, grunt and squeak and squawk with the animals, And they could squeak and squawk and speak and talk to me.
Yay!
Yay! You know, that's one of those, it's like, I don't know why it took until this year for me to remember, hey, there's a song about talking to the animals. What a perfect song to sing at a furry convention.
Exactly.
But Dr. Dolittle, what a great movie. And as I posted on Twitter the other day, the most beautiful love song ever sung to a seal is in that film.
To a seal?
Yes, he sings it to a seal.
Oh, what song is it?
When I look in your eyes, I see the da-da-da-da-da-da in your eyes. He's just before he, well, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
He sets the seal free.
Oh, yes.
Sophie the seal. Oh, it
free,
broke my
free,
heart. When I was
free,
young, I
set
would cry.
them free, 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 set them free, set them free. Okay, so a different genre.
Different genre of,
but the same kind of thing.
Yeah. Wow. Here we are. I'm going to call this our farewell live stream.
Oh, that's brave.
I'm going to be brave and optimistic
Yes.
because I don't want to do any more live streams. I want to go and sing in person for everybody.
Well, I mean, it's like I wouldn't mind the occasional live stream as long as it was
I guess if we don't have to do it,
right,
then it's okay.
It's like, oh, this weekend we just can't quite, hop on a plane and go down to Brazil, something like that.
Are you saying Brazil Fur Fest is going to invite us to do a streamed concert? Hi, Danny. Are you even watching? I don't think Danny's watching. We love our friends at Brazil Fur Fest. Our local con is Megaplex, and Brazil Fur Fest and Megaplex are sister cons. Does Eurofurence have a sister con somewhere?
I don't know.
Do
they have that kind of thing?
I don't know. We'd have to find that out. I was going to try and chat with people. I don't know where we would chat. I have Telegram on all I have is my cell phone here. And I don't know if I should be following the EF Prime Twitter channel or our Twitch chat. I don't know how to do this, but at The Real Cosmik, if you want to communicate with us, Telegram or Twitter, send a message and it will pop up on my phone. I said, we want this to be really the last time we have to do a live stream. And there's one simple way to do that, and that's for everybody to get vaccinated if possible. I know not everyone can. Not everybody wants to. I wish you would, though. I can promise you, if you eat currywurst, you don't know what's in that either. Get the vaccine. Doner kebabs, I'm just saying. Half the food in our refrigerator already had me immune.
That's right.
And Rhubarb will attest to that.
Yes, because I don't eat it.
And the other thing is wear a mask. I don't understand why in the furry community there's pushback against masks.
Right?
Right? Because we all wear masks, right?
Yes.
And sometimes...
Well, some.
Yes.
We can't really get into that argument.
Well, no.
No,
we will not.
Because we are inclusive here.
Yes. But sometimes a mask is the only thing that a furry will wear.
Ah, that's right. That's very, very right. Did that work? Let's try it again. Oh, okay, yeah, all the Q did was wake up the machine. Let's try it again.
Technical difficulties. Well, there's a brand new thing that the kids have crowned. Well, it's a hip new thing going all around. From the biggest con to the smallest meat, they're all turning on to the latest treat. Everybody's gone when they feel the beat of the poodle. Do the poodle. Well, it's the latest craze going round today. But it's not a phase, no, it's here to stay. Well, you don't need a cause, you can just begin with a head and paws and a lot of skin. Inhibition thaws when you just give in to the poodle. Come on, do the poodle. Well, it's not debased and it's not depraved if your feet are fuzzy and your chest is shaved. Haters gonna hate, so don't be bitter. You can always start a flame war in a poll on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
EFF when it's 10 degrees. Just make sure that your ankles and your elbows don't freeze. Expose any body part at random, and if people don't like it, they can quit the fandom. Well, you'll be cool, you'll be cool, you'll be loved, you'll be debonair. Oh, when your hands are gloved and your arms are bare. In case you miss what it's all about, you don't have to twist, you don't have to shout. Show a little wrist, or let it all hang out. Be a poodle. Do the poodle. Do the poodle. Oh, be a poodle.
There we go.
We made it through.
Yeah, like once I heard that, and I thought I cannot stop. I cannot stop the collision. So
but I heard the track change and we went with it. Cool. It's been over a year since we last got to stream for our friends at Eurofurence. We try to keep up on Twitter and Telegram and all that, and it's always fun sort of getting online and finding out what everybody else is doing with their quarantine. And one of the things that we did is we got into a TV series. We watched a show called WandaVision.
Oh, yes, we did.
Now, I have to believe that WandaVision has played all over the world.
Yes.
Hopefully, y'all got to watch WandaVision as well, because that was our obsession last January, mostly for one character who made it fun to like villains again.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, the amazing Agatha. It was Agatha all along. And that means we get to pull this song out of the trunk.
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
Oh.
This is from a show that Rhubarb wrote.
Yes, I did.
This was his first furry musical.
It was.
And it was called...
Back when I thought I was only going to do one, this was my first.
Yes. The first of several furry musicals. Okay, and while Rhubarb fixes his cues, I will tell you a little bit about it, which is that over 10 years ago, we were at the Orlando Fringe Festival, and Rhubarb discovered it and said, "This is great." And I said, "You should write a musical for this." So he decided. We went to a bookstore and looked for old properties and came across Animal Farm, the George Orwell novel, and talked about it. And Rhubarb decided, well, I don't want to just write a musical adaptation of Animal Farm, but I have this idea where it's the present day, and Animal Farm happened in the past 50 or so years ago, and now the descendants of those animals have turned it into a holiday camp, and it's a tourist destination where you can go and get a little history and stay in the actual manor house, and then now they have like free trade organic produce and that sort of thing. Anyway, very hipster. And we thought, well, we should probably just make sure the Orwell estate is okay with this. And so I wrote them an email, and I said, "Dear," and they said, "No."
Yeah. Well,
that was it. But
what's up with that? Because in America, we have the right to parody. And not in the UK.
I don't know.
Anyway, they said, no, you can't do it.
Yeah, they didn't even want to hear about this idea. It turned out, I think, later that Elton John is apparently writing a musical version of Animal Farm for Disney. So.
Yeah, and that was 12 years ago. So I don't
Who
think
knows what's happening.
I don't think it's happening.
But ours didn't either.
No, not.
And in his despair, Rhubarb decided to write a song about when one's creative output sort of feels stifled, and when the artist feels lost. And that led to a show called Julie Bunny Must Die, and the villain Chef Albertson. And
Yes.
so today Rhubarb is going to perform for you Chef Albertson.
I'm going to do my very best early morning baritone because
Yeah.
this is the only time I can do this song.
And one of the characters is Laser Wolf.
Hi, I'm Laser Wolf.
I will not do a Laser Wolf voice. My hand is way too big for Laser mouth. That sounds really dirty. I mean, he is a wolf. And
Not a fox.
we also have Julie Bunny here. So Laser and Julie are going to figure into this number.
I'm
guess
going to check this cue really quick.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Good. The
They
cues
work.
are working.
Now, just
we can
pretend that
continue.
you did not hear that 3 seconds of bloop.
Yeah, spoiler alert, right?
Right.
Anyway, Rhubarb, are you feeling villainous today?
You have no idea how villainous I'm feeling. Or maybe you do. She's managed to thwart every scheme I put forth with an odd preternatural knack. You see my frustration, 'cause prognostication's a skill almost all rabbits lack. Yet she keeps me at bay in her uncanny way, second-guessing each path I pursue. I'm going to erase all the smug off her face as my evil ambitions come true. Julie Bunny must die! She must die! Julie Bunny must die, for I need to make room for my empire of doom. Not a question of why, but of how. And it needs to be sooner than now. Wave a hasty goodbye. Julie Bunny must die. Julie Bunny must die.
Your prime motivation remains well in place.
Ah, but it can't be a tawdry death. Let me bring all my skills to bear on the issue. Once I work my magic, her death won't be tragic, but tasty with old world appeal. With dry deadpan humor, I'm going to consume her. Please join me for my victory meal. Oh, you might think me vicious, but she'll be delicious, at least when prepared with panache. I'll even provide carrot sticks on the side, mashed potatoes and wine. What a nosh. Even better as leftovers. Hassenpfeffer, discover anew the nearly lost art of rabbit stew. Tastes like chicken, don't be afraid. The secret's in the marinade. Cloves and onion, lemon is nice. Red wine vinegar, pickling spice. Boil it, cool it, and mix it right. Let that bunny soak overnight. You see, I like to explore each individual's potential. And you, Julie Bunny, have tremendous potential as an entree.
I believe in potential too, Chef Albertson. If you were in a controlled living environment where you were encouraged to confront your anger issues, I believe you could someday become a counselor yourself and help others who are dealing with the same problem.
This is what I'm talking about, people. Julie Bunny must die. She must die. Julie Bunny must die, and I'll reign uncontested. Once that rabbit's digested, this whole world is too small for us both. So here's my diabolical oath. Julie Bunny must die. Die, 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 die. Julie Bunny must die.
Puppetography. Well, the show was a big hit. We got to perform it at Megaplex,
Oaklecon and Wild Nights.
And Wild Nights. So 3 cons got to see that in addition to the Orlando Fringe Festival.
And then a revised version was produced at Ozarks Technical College in 2017.
It's a hit in the Midwest.
Yes. We need to make it a hit here, but we're working on that.
We're working on that. But that led to a second furry musical.
Yes.
Very anthropomorphic thing called Fosgate, Ferret Loan Officer. All about, the dangers of predatory lending. A cautionary tale for 12-year-olds.
Yes.
And the good thing was that all the songs from the Animal Farm project that had been tossed aside got to be reused and recycled and used in Fosgate, Ferret Loan Officer, except for one, which made me sad because it's one of my favorite songs that Rhubarb's ever written. I think it was probably my favorite song from the Animal Farm project, although that's like trying to pick a favorite child. But he hates that I do this, but I always make him sing this in our shows.
Up above the clouds, well, I'm going to try this again. Up above the clouds, beyond where we can see, there's always Sugar Candy Mountain. That's where all good animals' next home will be. There's always Sugar Candy Mountain. Every day is Sunday and there's food to take. Hedges growing, sugar cubes and linseed cake. Fields of clover growing near a clear blue lake. There's always Sugar Candy Mountain. If we never make it to the promised land, there's always Sugar Candy Mountain. If the revolution doesn't go as planned, there's always Sugar Candy Mountain. Though nobody's made the trip and come back yet, they are sure enough to place a final bet that their destination harbors no regret. There's always Sugar Candy Mountain. Every time I try to see my future path, there's always Sugar Candy Mountain. It'll make you cry if you don't learn to laugh. There's always Sugar Candy Mountain. If we give up hope or we remain steadfast, there will come a time when every hour has passed, and in that moment we'll be equal at last. There's always Sugar Candy Mountain. There's always Sugar Candy Mountain.
From the Animal Farm Project. We're getting some notices here. Oh, hi, Eagle Beagle.
Hey!
Oh, I haven't seen Eagle in forever. Okay. And the other stuff is just behind-the-scenes chatter you don't need to know about. Anyway, the Fosgate project, as I say, was about predatory lending. Fosgate, ferret loan officer, clearly a ferret, and I think you'll sort of just get to meet his foe.
Yes.
As we go along.
Yes. Now we have like a kind of an awkward position shift here.
We're going to rearrange.
There we go. Oh, I know. Yeah, we'll have them do like a fade or a wipe or whatever they call it later in post.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is totally going to be edited first, right?
Oh, of course. We don't want all the mistakes going out.
We certainly don't want, a stream of the septic guy coming to our front door as we're trying to do a live stream after I specifically emailed the landlord and said, we're going to be doing a live stream. Please do not have anyone come over to the house on Friday morning.
No, but did you see?
And the landlord came, but he declined to knock. He went,
and then waved to us from the window.
He's waving through the window.
I wonder, like, what the...
Yeah, do Germans know Dear Evan Hansen?
Yeah, do German furries know Dear Evan Hansen? Because that's kind of what we've been talking about lately.
Yeah. I don't even know if most Americans know it, although the film opens this weekend. It was a Broadway musical. I digress.
Yes.
This is all about Rhubarb's musicals.
Yes, which have not gotten to Broadway yet.
You know, I told them backstage, and it was like, I don't know if we have enough material to run the full hour. I'll just talk a lot. I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
You can relax, Pepper.
All right.
Okay, wait, if it's 10 o'clock when we started, that means it was, 8 o'clock in the morning, so Pepper goes on at 9 a.m.? That's even worse.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And he hasn't been a morning person since he was a school teacher.
He's never been a morning person. Okay, that was another Broadway musical. Let's do this.
Okay.
It's an occupational hazard. I work in musical theater. Everything's a song cue.
Everything. Okay. Shall I just start at the cue?
I think you should.
Okay. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Fosgate, and I am a ferret.
I just realized.
What?
There's no audience here.
There's no audience?
No, so we can't hear them going, "Hi, Fosgate."
Oh.
I'm going to have to be the audience.
Okay.
Okay, pretend I'm like a crowd of 2,500 people.
Okay. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Fosgate, and I am a ferret.
Hi, Fosgate.
It sounds like a very sad 12-step group introduction, doesn't it? Just lovely, but none of that here. Being a ferret is not a condition that must be overcome. It is a proud and noble heritage. I am a law-abiding, self-sufficient individual, and I ask only for my rightful place in society. Sadly, not everyone agrees. My story's been around for hundreds of years, well known in every land and nation. But if I may be so bold, every time the story's told, it loses something in translation. Like I said, I only want to ply my good, honest trade and taste the fruits of our free market. When detractors clog my path, I feel moved to shout my wrath. Take your bigotry and park it! That's as close to obscenity as you will get from me, because we don't have an after dark show. We know who does. Shouts out.
He's up next.
But in the meantime, I hope to enlighten you regarding the facts about ferrets.
Oi, what are you lot doing? Don't be taken in by the likes of him.
My worthiest detractor, Rufus the pig. Say hi to him if you must.
Hi, Rufus. That's Rufus a prize-winning Berkshire boar to you, weasel boy.
I prefer the term ferret.
Ferret? That's not even a real word. That's something you weasels made up so you can convince posh parents in Surrey to turn you into pampered pets for their spoiled little brats.
This is a transient example of the blind prejudice I face every day as a businessman here in the coastal resort city of Blackpool. I must hold strong. I bear the curse of anti-ferretism. What words could heal this social schism and right this wrong?
That's enough out of you, weasel boy. Now it's my turn. Stamp weasels out!
Oh, here we go.
They invade our land with parasites and fleas.
We are doing that over. That was awful.
I'll sing very loud here, don't I?
Oh,
All right.
all right, we've got
That's
the
enough
cue.
out of you, Weasel Boy. My turn. Stamp weasels out!
Oh, here we go.
They invade our land with parasites and fleas.
Lies.
They communicate incurable disease.
Half truth.
Though they may appear polite, they're not a bit contrite for the evil they bring on us like a stain. My plea is plain and free from doubt. Stamp weasels out! They will always do what weasels always do. Never let a weasel try to weasel you. You'll end up with all your loot, and he'll earn his disrepute as he makes away with his ill-gotten gains. Please mind your brains. Stamp weasels out!
Thank you, Rufus. You illustrate my point beautifully by putting your bold intolerance on display.
Out of all the types of people, weasels are the likes of people dripping with unmitigated gore.
Nobody's perfect.
There's little to discuss. My point is merely thus: weasel people shouldn't be considered people at all. Stamp weasels out! Let my words of warning penetrate your ears. Weasels only take you down a trail of tears. You don't want to rue the day a weasel came your way and weaseled you away from solvency. A cry must be: stamp weasels out!
I invite you to keep digging your hole, Rufus. From every pronouncement before your porcine snout, you raise my esteem here in the court of public opinion.
That's enough out of you, weasel boy. You delusional. Stamp weasels out!
I must
Let my words of warning penetrate your ears.
I bear the
Weasels only bring you down a trail
of
of tears.
anti-veritism.
You don't want to rue the day
What
a weasel came your
words
way
could
and weaseled you
heal
away from
this
solvency.
social
Your cry must be:
and right this wrong.
stamp weasels out!
Anti-veritism, anti-veritism, anti-veritism. You make the call.
It's just too early for high A.
And we probably should have done a monitor check so we could hear the track.
Well, we were feeding back, and I didn't want us to feed back.
Right.
Oh well.
Oh, well, that's live
Right.
entertainment, folks.
That's right. Even when it's streamed, it's still live.
It's still live.
All right, here, let's swap again.
Okay. Ooh. Ah, yes.
Oh, yes. So, and I'm only going to do 3. I'm going to skip that first.
Which one?
This one. I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, I don't know. I think
I should?
I think enough people at EF probably know him.
Oh, okay. We're always see. This is the thing. We do try and customize the bulk of the crap that we do for you, because that makes it a little less crappy when you sort of know who it is. So hopefully, I mean, I know you'll probably know at least 2 of these people.
Yep.
Hopefully, you'll know all of them because we like to sing about people, and because it's Eurofurence. What's that?
Okay, no, I have a different set of lyrics than you do.
Oh.
You have a good one.
Yes, I do.
You have a good one. Okay. I'm good.
But the chorus is the same.
Right. He's singing.
We clearly discussed this in great detail before this morning.
Right.
Anyway, because Eurofurence is in Germany, we have a couple of polkas that we'd like to do.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first. And this is one of the first polkas that I ever learned. Oh, there's a badger we call Boozy, who has lots of furry friends. When they seek advice on their affairs, this is what he recommends. Schnapps is good for aches and pains, for cuts and bruises, stress and strains. Schnapps is good in every way. It made me what I am today. I feel like I should go, little, 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 little. That would not be a polka. That would be be what is it? A good old-fashioned knees up.
Right.
Uncle Kage loves his Riesling,
He does.
but it goes right to his head.
It does.
So whenever he's at Eurofurence, this is what he drinks instead. Schnapps is good for aches and pains, for cuts and bruises, stress and strains. Schnapps is good in every way. It made me what I am today. Oh, now you're gonna go for the high note.
Well, yeah, because you were on my part.
Oh.
If you're gonna go for that, I gotta go
No,
high.
I'm gonna go lower.
You're gonna go
Did I
lower?
mention it's not 11 yet? And though Fur believes a car wash keeps him safe from injury, with his luck he still could end up as a quadruple amputee. Stay away from that knife. Schnapps is good for aches and pains, for cuts and bruises, stress and strains. Schnapps is good in every way. It made me what I am today. Let's stick with that one.
Okay.
We're really going to do this one?
Yeah,
People in
because...
Germany know this story.
Yeah, you know this one.
You'll know this. A raccoon we know in
We
Texas
don't really know him.
found his tweets got out of hand.
Oh, they did.
Thought inflation made him big and round, but instead it got him banned. He should have tried Schnapps. It's good for aches and pains, for cuts and bruises, stress and strains. Schnapps is good in every way. It made me what I am today. It made me what I am today. Prost! Ticky-tacky, ticky-tacky. Hey, hey, hey. Did Germans do that, or is that only in American German restaurants?
Yeah, that might be one of those
That might be.
things.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Toad. Toad's watching. Yay.
Hey!
Oh, it's so nice to hear from people. So there's a lot that we learned at our foray over to Eurofurence.
Quite a bit.
You know what? So many amazing things happened. I actually went to little room parties, and they weren't the kind of room parties that happen at FWA. It was adults sitting around sipping port and enjoying fine aged Gouda cheese.
Good point.
I also got the most interesting addition to my sketchbook ever from someone in that room.
I know what you're referring to.
Oh, yes. And I love all those people. But my very first night there, we went over to the bonfire. I had to check it out. And there was a group of people, and I was just sort of going around saying hi to people because we're Americans and we have no boundaries. And
He has no boundaries. I have all
Rhubarb
his boundaries.
has all my boundaries as well.
Yes.
They were very friendly, and there was a fellow there who said, "Hello, I do not know you. Drink this." So I did. It was red. It was delicious. I don't know what it was because there was no label on the bottle. I thought, well, if I die in Berlin, I die in Berlin.
Right.
But there's an awful lot that we learned, and so we'd like to pass along to viewers who may not have been to an overseas convention yet some of what we have learned. When you're attending FurCons overseas, you've got to know your secret enemies. So duty makes us say, these fears we must convey to each and every one of you today. Well, not every miss is like your sis. In every deck there's a joker. So don't take a chance on cheap romance. You don't want to dance the Concrud polka.
You really don't.
When you see a suit and you think it's really cute, look out for the good time fur. As you feast your eyes on the thickness of those thighs, look out for the good time fur. When you're at the dance and you think you found romance, 'cause they snuggle till they make you purr. You may only want a scritch, but chlamydia's a bitch. Look out for the good time fur. But when you're on the prowl and you want to start a howl, look out for the good time fur. Though the suit looks clean and they promise they're 18, look out for the good time fur. In the party suite, when you're searching for some heat and you're drinking till it's all a blur. Although you'll swoon and sigh, you'll end up on CSI. Look out for the good time fur. Don't forget all the furry drama and the politics, all because of a video called Room 366. So go slow when you're thirsty. Don't just attack the first fur that you see. Although you want to sin there, you don't know what's been in there. Look out for the good time fur. They may make you feel all yiffy, but trust us folks, they're iffy. Look out for the good time fur. Just be careful or you betcha that concord's gonna get you. Look out for the good time, out for the good time, out for the good time fur. Prost!
We should just start saying Prost after every
Prost!
song.
Yes. There's always sugar candy mountain. Prost! Oh, it'll be a contest to see how inappropriate we can get. I think we're going to actually do okay. We have 10 minutes left.
We have 10 minutes left to be inappropriate?
Yes, and we have 2.5 songs. This is where we get a little. I don't want to get sentimental and maudlin and serious, but it's been a hard. How many months has it been? I think 12. Is that 20 months now? We're into our 21st month. Well, subtract 2, March. So 18th, 19th month.
Yeah.
This
way too many months.
Pandemic has just been stupidly hell bad. It's taken furries away from us. It's taken non-furry friends away, and not even always because of COVID. It feels like we've lost a lot of really people that are close to us. One of my favorite things, we go to a very small con just outside of Memphis, Tennessee, and if you're familiar with the what is it, Dias de Muertos, the Day of the Dead in Mexico, they have a thing called the ofrenda, where you bring a token or a photo or something of absent friends, as we call them, those who have gone on before us, and you can remember them, and they put that out all weekend, and I think it's an amazingly lovely idea, and I wish every con would do that. Just somewhere outside of con ops or somewhere out of the way, a little table where you can bring tchotchkes or photos or whatever and remember those who have gone before us. And we've lost some very dear, close furry friends this year. And I'm sure everybody has lost people. It's just the numbers are so staggering. I can't imagine anybody who hasn't lost someone in the pandemic. And so this song we dedicate to absent friends.
Yep. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you, and these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
Prost!
Oh,
Had to cut the tension.
we had to.
I printed you some lyrics for this next.
Oh, good. I'm pretty sure you handed them to me. I'll keep looking.
Oh, I see them.
Yeah.
They're over on the table.
Oh!
I didn't put them in your book. I just printed them for you.
Okay. All right. There we go.
I apologize. I didn't. Trade secrets. I forgot to highlight your things. But
Okay.
Basically, I start the first ones
All right.
on 1 and 3, and you start on.
I
the
can
first two.
look off yours.
You can look on that one. Yeah. Look at that. See, we only have 5 more minutes left, and we have a song and a half, and I think this is just about going to do it.
I think so.
This is our traditional closer. If you know our stuff, you know what's coming. It is not about a horse. That's someone else's traditional stuff.
We love you.
We do.
We
Oh, I just want to play with Fox and Pepper again. Like
Yes.
We used to.
Yes.
And I mean, come on, Benny and Jumpy and Gara and I want to play with the Snow Woo Flakes. Have you guys seen the Snow Woo Flakes? They're amazing, as Seth Rudetsky would say. You don't know
Right.
Seth Rudetsky. It's another Broadway reference. Anyway, never mind. There's so many incredibly talented musicians in this fandom. Please, hashtag support furry musicians. We're so grateful to anybody who's bothered to tune into this show today, even if you're only catching the end of it because you know Pepper's coming up next. We'll take that. And we really, really look forward to seeing everybody at Eurofurence. Gosh, fingers crossed next. I don't want to say fingers crossed next year because I don't want to jinx it. But,
Right.
But if
We've been planning this one for
we have,
years.
like last year, I said not this August, not next August, but 2 Augusts from now, we're not going to be at work for a week.
Yeah.
Figure it out, and they did. They decided, well, we'll just close the building. And I thought, that's power. Anyway, so we'd like to thank you all once again for tuning in and having us, especially Eurofurence. We love you all. We can't wait to see you all again in person. And so here's our little closing. Matthew Evil, we've heard, is an educated bird and a dashing chap.
Bucktown Tiger's new norm is to use the question form when he writes his rap.
Fox and Pepper, it's true, take a far more epic view when a new song they set out to pen. Now here's Cosmik
And Rue,
here to ruin things for you again. Baxter and Burr, do it.
lion selling fine liqueur. Do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love.
I do need to get another bottle of Mouse Milk.
Ooh, yeah.
Ron and all of his guests, do it.
Easy wolves in cooling vests. Do it. Well, let's do it. Let's fall in love.
Some big blue foxes can still do it, and they make the crowd dance.
Dragons will do it,
Will they?
but they're taking a chance.
Rams do it. Ewes do it. Badgers who consume a lot of booze do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. We seem to name check boozy an awful lot.
Yeah, well, that's because
a drinking badger is probably an easy mark.
yeah, it really is.
Easy mark was a funnier joke before the Euro.
Oh!
I used to have a whole joke about it. I'll let you start verse 2.
All right. Deer who love vor do it.
Panthers with an underscore do it.
Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Fox engineers drinking beers do it.
Tayo and the Puppeteers do it.
Oh, they do. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. I know that griffins who rant do it.
Still.
Though it seems like old hat.
You know what? Alt furries can't do it.
Oh, they can't?
Nope. Twitter made sure of that.
Sure did.
Well, cheetahs you see do it. Meerkats digging positivity do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Bringing it home now.
All right, let's do it.
Gara's guitars do it.
Richard Night Fox and his cars do it.
Yep. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. I need one about Tawny in a plane. Well, Lynx is in ink. Do it.
Fennec Fox is wearing pink. Do it.
We love you, Pinky.
Let's do it.
Let's fall in love. Also tracks high. Now fluffy cats could do it in a button-up suit.
Khaki dogs should do it.
Why?
Because they aim when they shoot.
Worms do it. Ticks do it. Germans up in room 366 do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. I've got one more I'm going to add.
You have
we
one
have a
more.
tag ending. Yep.
All right.
'Cause yaks from Nepal do it. We just hope that next year we can all do it. Come on, let's do it. Let's fall in love. Let's do it. Let's fall in love.
Thank you. And now
We've
we
covered
have
the trigger.
Yes,
It's on the foxtail.
Oh, it's on the Fox. Oh, that's right. And
Timing, folks. Timing.
Yeah.
is
Well,
everything.
once again, edit this part out.
Yeah. Thanks for coming to see our show. Sad to tell you, we got to go. Grab your hat and head for the door. In case you didn't notice, there ain't any more. If you like our show, tell everyone but. If you think it stinks, keep your big mouth shut. We're glad you came, but we have to shout. Adios, au revoir, Peter, say ta-ta-ta, goodbye. Good loss, get out.
Except don't really get out. Stay tuned for Pepper.
Yes.
Rock
And
on.
Fox.
And Fox. And everybody. We love you.
Are you still here?